Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got the prototype done finally for my Timmy ephemera holder. So as you can see, it's a Z-fold or zigzag, and I just use CD envelopes as the pockets because I don't have any dies like Kyung used on hers. So as you can see, it just keeps going. And then on the back is an envelope that I just used a circle punch out of some Timmy paper. But there's the inside. But when you flip it over, hang on just a second, let me get this closed back up so I can flip it over. Okay, so there's the back. And then all of the inside of this has pockets. And then where they were glued together has pockets too. So okay, so now we're back to the beginning. I haven't got anything in there yet because I was waiting for everything to dry. But there it is. Got a, it's like a glue string there. Okay. And I just made a little cluster for the front and a label that said ephemera. And of course I wouldn't be me if I didn't have some sort of, sparkles on there. I am going to give the journal that I just made to Miss Judy. Because like me, she loves bling. So I'm going to get that sent off tomorrow. And I am going to make another one of these. So I think we'll have that for the February giveaway because it may take me a while to get that one done. I wanted to do the pockets like Young had with the insides cut out with the dies, but I didn't have the dies. They're on their way. I had used a circle punch, but I don't really feel like it's big enough to really see what it is that you're getting. So I'm going to wait until I get the dies and then cut them out and then add the pockets. So that being said, and the only inking that I did besides on the cluster and this was just the pockets on the inside, just to note that there were pockets. But I did make a mistake because on the back here there's two pockets. I don't know if you can see that, two pockets back to back, because I was alternating them between front and back pockets, but it's fine. Once I get the ephemera in here though, then I'll figure out whether or not I will need a closure for it. But I could have just, enforced them with just material, but I figured, well, you'd have extra storage and it would be sturdier. So that's why I did it this way. And there's, I think, 26 pockets like this all together in there. And 13 of these pockets, I think. I'd have to go back and count them. But that's what it looks like. So I'm going to get started here. Now what I did was, and I used the rest of the paper pad of the French Industrial, and then added a little bit of the Dapper, kit paper as well. For like the pockets and stuff, just the little cut apart pieces. What I've done, I did keep the cut apart, some of the cut apart pieces from the back of the thing to use as ephemera or pockets or whatever for later projects. And that's what I've kept as Timmy ephemera, like these that has the photographs and stuff. That's just my Timmy words. I took them out of the spiral part. It's easier for me to use them. But figured I could use them, you know, like vintage photos as focal points or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool. But that was from the cut aparts. I call them cut aparts of the kit. But I did add some to the Timmy giveaway. And I will show you what I have in here so far. So I just got everything in a bag. Now I have given you guys an entire package of Timmy ephemera. And there's some of the little cut apart sheets here that you could use for tags or journaling cards or whatever. I made some flowers of different sizes. There is tags of various sizes that I cut out for you guys. Some 6x6 sheets to use. There is the notebook, and of course I made a couple of envelopes to go in here. There's some frames, like tickets and stuff. And then some smaller flowers that I made with just stickles in the middle. You wanted to use those. And I made those pockets like Gail made. So there's a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. And then you can glue it on to where you have a pocket here. Or back here. Back here, sorry. And I made one facing each direction. So pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. You could have a pocket on this side or in the back. And then Julie from Camellia Crafts Designs made these here a while back on her channel. So I decided to make some too. And Cheryl Wilm of Ethel Lou's Unique Boutique also made some of these just recently. So it's a pocket here, little envelope flap, and a pocket in the back, made out of 2 6x6 sheets or a 12x12 that's been cut in half. And I'm actually going to have a tutorial on how to do that, although you're more than welcome to watch Julie's channel or Cheryl's for their tutorials. So I made some and added them to it. There's this one. That one got a little damaged when I was taking it off the paper pad. But, you know, that can be covered with lace or inked around or whatever. But I figured I'd just go ahead and throw it in there. Anyway, and you guys could use it. Or you don't have to put it in a journal. You can just use it for ephemera. But then there's that one. And that one. And some of them have the envelope or the pocket part all the way up. And then a couple of them, you know, where they were lower down. It doesn't matter how you make it. But there we are. So that is the goodies that I'm sending you guys, or, you know, one of you guys, whoever wins the giveaway. And I've got a little piece of, I got this, can't remember the name of the shop that I got it from. It eludes me at the moment. If I remember, I will link it down below. Etsy, from the Etsy shop. But I got a piece of Timmy paper here, and the words come from Kyung. and I just inked around this part, you know, to match this part. And I was going to use it on the cover of this one after I get everything glued. That'll be the very last thing that actually goes on. But yeah. So I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I've got them paper clips together so I know, you know, how they go. And I may have to trim them off because they all did not measure 6 by 6. That's the thing about scrapbook paper, is it doesn't always measure 6 by 6 when you cut them in half. Because it also depends on how they come off the paper pad and whether they have to be trimmed. And y'all know that sometimes there's an issue with Timmy paper pads if you've ever used them, with the glue sticking, and sometimes the paper rips and everything. So, but I figured I would trim it after it has been glued, or, you know, as I'm gluing it together, you know, trim it. But instead of going and putting the pockets in, like, you know, the thumb notches in as I'm going, which is what I was doing, I'm going to wait until after they're all glued together before I start putting the thumb notches in, so that I get them all correct. But this is a time-consuming process right here to get them all glued together. So I'm just going to start. And I used fabric glue. You know, Fabri-Tac, you know, Beacon. Just so you guys know, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the Beacon foam and poster board adhesives that they sell at the Dollar Tree, if your Dollar Tree is lucky enough to carry them, 2 ounces for $1.25 now, I guess it is. Is the same stuff as Fabri-Tac and Beacon 3-in-1 and all that. It's all the same. But, you know, so per 8 ounces, then it's only $5 for 8 ounces, as opposed to, what is it, like $14 or something like that for 8 ounces. So it's just something to consider. Yeah, so I will have a little sliver to trim off here. I don't know if I can get my scissors in there. Probably would be easier with a craft knife and a ruler to get it perfectly straight. Alright, so now we have that. Now this is a little bit shorter than that part. I'm not worried about that necessarily. I've got a sliver there that's just slightly longer too. Off the top. There we go. As I said, it doesn't always measure out to 6 by 6 when you're... Oh, so anyway, what I did was, I don't know if I told you, so I cut it off to where it was 6 by 12 in length. And then I scored down the middle at 6 and then just folded them in half. That was also a time-consuming process, so I figured I'd save you guys from having to watch me do that. I mean, honestly, I probably could have saved you guys from watching me glue it and just walked you through that process. Yeah. yeah. So there's that, and then I'm gonna glue this side all the way around, or 3. Now, if you don't want to, if you were to make one of these on your own and you didn't want to put the pockets in the back, then of course just glue it all the way. Just had a little bit of excess glue going on there. So as you can see, you're starting to get your Z-folds there. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you have 2 papers that are like, back to back that are the same. Because once you get everything on here, that's up to you. You can change them, of course. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's not right. Okay. Yeah. Make sure that's correct. Okay. All right. exactly sure if I'm in frame here or not. Okay, yep. Okay, great. Coffee break. I got that. Okay, so now she's starting to look like a Z-fold. Okay. Now when I did this before, I actually left time in between for the pages to dry before adding any more, so that's one of the reasons why it took me so long to do. Now, I suppose you could sew around these if you wanted to, but I couldn't figure out how to sew it around because of how big it ends up being when it's folded or unfolded, I mean. So Alright. Got quiet there all of a sudden. I've just got a few more left to glue. So it's actually been a little faster on camera. But then again, I'm doing it all at one time and not waiting for it to dry. Lord, I wish I had an exhaust fan in here. That glue is strong smelling today. So I might be high before this is all over with. Okay. I can honestly say I've never been high, so I wouldn't know what that was like. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. I kind of was cracking on, and it's almost 30 minutes in, and didn't say that I was hoping everyone was having a good day. That was really rude of me. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. Okay. Wow. I've just got 2 pieces left to glue. And okay. Oh, you could use your Timmy towel. I've got mine sitting over here. To mop that up, but my hands are already gluey, so it's fine. Okay. So last page. I didn't have near as much trimming on this one as I did mine. So that's good. Now, of course, if you wanted to, glue it, not glue it, like ink it all up, then that would be totally fine. Okay, so there we have it. Got a big old behemoth of a ephemera folder, or book, or whatever you want to call it. It really just needs to dry, so I'm just going to leave it sit like that, so that the pages don't stick together, or glue together rather. So leave that to dry just like it is, and then when we come back I'll put the thumb notches in and ink that part up. And if I don't have the dies pretty soon, then I'll just go ahead and put the CD envelopes in. Cut the flaps off, put the CD envelopes in. Maybe alternate them with the other Timmy pockets, and then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys back here really soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.